The iPhone 17 series is shaping up to be quite an upgrade, with leaks hinting at some noticeable design changes. Recent dummy models, likely molds used for prototypes, suggest variations in thickness, camera placement, and a key feature that some speculated Apple might remove. These early glimpses give us a better idea of what to expect from Apple's next-generation lineup. One of the most reassuring details from these leaks is that MagSafe will remain a part of all iPhone 17 models. There were concerns that the iPhone 17 Air, designed to be ultra-thin, might ditch MagSafe due to potential interference with the C1 chip. However, these leaks suggest Apple has found a way to keep MagSafe functionality intact, even with the slimmer build. This is great news for users who rely on MagSafe charging and accessories, proving that Apple isn't ready to move away from this feature just yet. Another interesting change comes with the front-facing camera placement on the iPhone 17 Air. Unlike previous models where a camera sits on the right side of the dynamic island cutout, leaks show that Apple has shifted it to the left. Meanwhile, the standard iPhone 17 and Pro models are expected to keep the camera in the usual position. While this might seem like a minor adjustment, Apple often makes subtle changes to distinguish its models, and this could be part of that strategy. When it comes to size, the leaks reveal noticeable differences. The iPhone 17 Air is expected to be the slimmest of the lineup, aligning with earlier reports that Apple is focusing on a super thin design. In contrast, the Pro models appear to be thicker than their predecessors, possibly to accommodate larger batteries or improved internal components. The standard iPhone 17, however, seems to maintain a similar thickness to current models. These size differences suggest that Apple is making trade-offs to balance portability, battery life, and performance. Another design tweak involves the rear camera module. While details remain uncertain, the leaks indicate slight differences in camera bump designs between the Air and Pro models. This aligns with previous rumors that Apple has been experimenting with the placement and layout of the rear camera setup. Changes like these often hint at upgrades in camera technology, which is something to look out for when Apple officially unveils the devices. The continued presence of MagSafe across the iPhone 17 lineup suggests that Apple sees long-term value in this technology. Over the years, MagSafe has become an essential part of the iPhone ecosystem, supporting various accessories like wireless chargers, wallets, and mounts. The fact that Apple is keeping it on even the thinnest model signals that it remains a priority for future iPhones. These leaks also highlight Apple's strategy in creating different models to suit various users. The iPhone 17 Air will likely attract those who prefer a lightweight, ultra-slim design, while the Pro models might appeal to users looking for better battery life and camera performance. By offering different sizes and features, Apple ensures that there's a model to match different preferences and needs. As always, it's important to take these leaks with some caution, as things can still change before the official announcement. However, if these details hold true, we can expect a thinner Air model, a thicker Pro lineup, and MagSafe sticking around for another generation. What are your thoughts on these potential changes? Do you prefer a super thin phone, or would you rather have a thicker model with better battery life? Let me know in the comments, and if you found this update useful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tech news. Samsung is preparing to make a bold statement in the foldable phone market with its upcoming Galaxy Z Fold 7, and it looks like photography enthusiasts are in for a treat. Reports suggest that this new model will introduce a major camera upgrade, setting a new standard for imaging in foldable devices. If the leaks are accurate, the Galaxy Z Fold 7 will come equipped with a high-resolution 200-megapixel primary camera, the same sensor expected in the Galaxy S25 Ultra. This marks a huge jump from the 50-megapixel main camera found in previous Fold models and could significantly enhance photo quality, capturing sharper details and better low-light shots. Additional details point to a well-rounded camera system. The Fold 7 is expected to feature a 12-megapixel ultra-wide sensor, a 10-megapixel telephoto lens, and a 10-megapixel selfie camera on the cover screen. There will also be an improved under-display camera inside, though its exact resolution hasn't been confirmed yet. If this upgrade delivers as promised, it could address one of the long-standing concerns about foldable phones, offering camera performance that can truly compete with top flagship devices. For those familiar with Samsung's foldable lineup, this is a noteworthy improvement. The 50-megapixel sensor has been in use since the Galaxy Z Fold 4, with incremental enhancements over the years. However, a jump to 200 megapixels could completely change the game, bringing sharper images, improved night photography, and a more refined overall experience. This upgrade makes the Fold 7 particularly attractive to users who prioritize camera performance without sacrificing the versatility of a foldable device. Interestingly, this isn't Samsung's first time experimenting with a 200-megapixel sensor in a foldable phone. A special edition of the Galaxy Z Fold, launched exclusively in South Korea and China last year, also featured a similar high-resolution camera. However, that model lacked an under-display camera, a technology that Samsung has been improving in its mainstream foldable lineup. Now, with the Fold 7, both innovations are being combined, potentially making this device one of the most advanced foldables yet. Beyond the camera, Samsung is expected to introduce other refinements. The Fold 7 may come with a more durable hinge, reducing wear and tear over time. There could also be improvements in the display crease, making the screen look smoother when unfolded. On the software side, enhancements to multitasking and user experience might make this device even more efficient for productivity. However, despite all these expected refinements, the biggest highlight remains the camera. Samsung is likely to announce the Galaxy Z Fold 7 in the summer, possibly in July, alongside the Galaxy Z Flip 7. There are also rumors that the company is working on a trifold smartphone, which could be introduced in 2025, bringing another innovation to the foldable segment. While details are still emerging, the Fold 7 already looks like a significant step forward in making foldable devices more appealing to a wider audience. With these upgrades, especially in the camera department, the Fold 7 could narrow the gap between foldable and traditional flagship phones. But the big question is, will these changes be enough to convince more people to switch to foldables? What do you think about these upgrades? Let me know in the comments. And if you found this update interesting, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more tech updates. Apple is gearing up for one of its most exciting iPhone releases yet, and new leaks have just given us a closer look at what to expect from the iPhone 17 series. These recently surfaced images reveal metal molds used for case manufacturing, showcasing significant design changes across the lineup. From a new camera layout to the introduction of an ultra-thin model, Apple seems to be making bold choices this time around. But are these changes truly upgrades, or could they come with some trade-offs? Let's break it all down. The leaked molds, shared by Sonny Dixon, provide an early glimpse into the structure and dimensions of the upcoming iPhones. While these molds may not capture every small detail, they are typically accurate in showing the general design. One of the biggest changes we see in these images is the shift in camera placement across different models. The standard iPhone 17 will continue to feature a vertical dual-camera setup, a design choice that aligns with Apple's focus on spatial photography for the Vision Pro headset. However, the Pro and Ultra models are taking a different approach, introducing a new edge-to-edge camera module that spans across the back of the device. This redesign hints at Apple upgrading its camera system, possibly incorporating larger sensors or improved lenses to enhance low-light performance and overall image quality. Then there's the iPhone 17 Air, which introduces a major change. Apple is reportedly making this model the thinnest iPhone in years, but that slim profile comes with a noticeable trade-off. It'll only have a single rear camera. At first glance, this might seem like a downgrade compared to previous models, but Apple is expected to rely on advanced computational photography and make this single lens function as both a standard wide and ultra-wide camera. This approach is similar to what Google has done with its Pixel phones, using software enhancements to compensate for fewer physical lenses. Looking at the side profile of these leaked molds, the iPhone 17 Air is significantly thinner than any recent iPhone. However, despite its ultra-slim build, it has the largest camera bump in the lineup. Apple likely had to make this design choice to fit a high-quality camera sensor inside such